Every day for the thief, one day for the owner. As Nyesom Wike, the minister of FCT, have finally been kicked out of FCT. Wike have finally been kicked out of Abuja after he have done a lot to suppress the people and to intimidate the people in the Abuja region. A lot is happening in the political zone right now. Asari is in total fire as Wike is finally kicked out of office. So that I would like guys to stay connected to the end of this video. A lot of secret is exposed. How they interchange Peter Obi's vote and all of that. How they manipulate everything, how they did their shenanigans. Everything have been exposed after they kick out Wike from Abuja. Everything is exposed. Come and see confession. But then I'd like us to stay connected to the end of this video. If you can share this video, ensure you share it. Share to different social media platforms. Let it go viral. And if you can share it, just like it as you're watching it. Like it, give it a thumb up so that it will be recommended for us. Secret is out. Come and see confession. Stay connected, obedient. I'm coming back again.
Welcome you back to LAJUPOG Watch TV.
I don't have bad news for you today.
The home of religious gossip.
But you should leave the fight for Mohammed.
What is happening in the Christendom? Join now to make sense with LAJUPOG.
Hello my great and wonderful viewers, welcome you back to LAJUPOG Watch TV. For those of you coming across the channel for the very first time, ensure you click the subscription button appearing on your video screen and do well to click the notification bell icon so that whenever we drop a new video in few hours time, YouTube will easily let you to know. A lot is happening in Asari right now. Asari is in total fire right now. They finally kicked out Nyesom Wike from the Asari chamber. Wike is finally kicked out, and come and see what is going on. Come and see what is going on in Asari right now. Everywhere is boiling right now in the Asari chamber. A lot of fight and a lot of war is ongoing between the APC people and all of that in the Asari chamber there. What brings them together is already separating them. The head of the people is already asking them what they have been doing in the Asari chamber. You know, it's normally news that in course of the election, there were a lot of atrocities that have been committed by APC people, and even PDP is part of the party. You know, APC people did a lot of shenanigans in course of the election. There were voters intimidation, there were voter suppression, there were voters bullying. A lot of this went wrong in course of the election, but yet INEC announced Tinubu as the president of Nigeria. INEC chairman, the person of Mama Yakubu, give the winning to Bola Ahmed Tinubu, even when APC talks were out there in different polling units telling people who to vote for and who they must not vote for. If you are voting for Labour Party, go back to your house. That was the language that was reigning then. But INEC chairman see all these things, underage voting going on in the northern region of Nigeria. After all these things, INEC chairman did not call the election off. He announced Tinubu the winner of the election. And you know, in course of the election, Wike is from PDP, but Wike did not put his support for his flag bearer, person of Atiku Abubakar, just because Atiku come from the northern region of Nigeria and they said they need a certain president, and the two certain presidents that we have on hand was Tinubu and Peter Obi. But a lot of people were thinking that Wike is going to give his support for Peter Obi, but at the end of the day, that minute injury time, Wike turned back. He turned back and he passed through the back door and he pulled his support for Tinubu, and he make sure that in Rivers State nobody vote for Peter Obi. Wike played the game to the extent that he was bullying INEC officials in Rivers State that if they did not work in favor of APC, that is going to kill them. Wike video came out then. The video circulate online where Wike was bullying INEC officials that if they did not put their support for APC, if they did not rig the election in Rivers State for Bola Ahmed Tinubu, that it is the dead body of the INEC official that they will take out of Rivers State, that they won't leave Rivers State alive. I played the video for you on this channel, and you can still check this channel downward. You will still find the video. This is not my own saying, it's on video. You can see everything. Wike did all these shenanigans. He make sure that the Rivers State vote, everything go for Bola Ahmed Tinubu, just because he had a negotiation with Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Then Wike had a negotiation with Tinubu that if he should give Rivers State to Tinubu, that what will Tinubu do for him? And that is why Tinubu make Wike the minister of FCT, because Wike is not supposed to be in the ministerial list of Tinubu, because Wike is not from APC. But just because of the negotiation that he had with Tinubu and all of that, Tinubu gave him the slot of the FCT minister, and that is what is going on right now. And as you can see, when Tinubu made Wike the minister of FCT, Wike began to do all sort of nonsense in the Federal Capital Territory of Nigeria just because they make him FCT minister and all of that. He demonizes a lot of people's houses that were built with millions of naira, multi-millions of naira, people that are striving to survive in Nigeria. Wike demonizes their house with this manner of wickedness, aiming that their house is not being built in the proper place. A video circulated circulated online where Wike was trying to demolish a story building like 4-story building where people were trading and all of that just to earn an estimate just for them to survive in this hard economy of Nigeria. They did not give them a correct notice. Everybody was trading, they were selling their goods and services on the building, but Wike carried caterpillar down there and they began to uproot the building from the beginning. They already hitting the building just for the building to collapse and everybody will die. As a matter of fact, that is what is going to happen. But someone came out and stand in between the gap that the caterpillar should either kill him or demolish the building. The man came out, the video circulated online, and yeah, Wike turned a lot of people to people that did not have house again in Abuja. Wike made sure that it scattered everywhere in Abuja, and at the end of the day, he didn't stop there. He still joined the party of the people that are mafiaing Nigerian money. He said that I want to build 15 billion house for the vice president of Nigeria, when they just give the vice president some billions of naira to renovate his houses and all of that. You know, it was after that time that Wike came and that he wants to use 15 billion naira to build new house for the vice president of Nigeria, and he said he still want to use some money to even build a cultural center and all of that, which is not supposed to be so. And all this money amounts to around 72 billion. And a video circulated online where Kingigbe, a senator of FCT, was challenging Wike. The woman was challenging Wike that all the priorities of Wike, they are not the civilian friendly, they are not friendly to the common man, they are not friendly to the people. Wike is just spending Nigerian money, wasting it anyhow, mafiaing it, and using to be doing unnecessary things when people are dying of hunger every day. But come and see what is happening. They are finally kicked Wike out of office, and you will see what is happening. Confession is ongoing. So I'm going to be showing you the video now. You will see King where it was challenging with some Wike, one-on-one with Wike, that all Wike's decision, all Wike's priorities, they are not human friendly. They are not friendly to the common man of Nigeria. And you will hear Asari DOKUNBO that pull his life in the line, that oh, Tinubu must get there. This man intimidated a lot of Labour Party voters in Rivers State just to ensure that Tinubu get there. And when Tinubu get there, he was parading himself all around the Abuja region and all of that. And come and see what is happening now. Come and hear what he said. Come and see confession. Come and hear what this man said. A fight is coming. A war is coming between them. You will see everything yourself. Stay connected with them. I'm going back again.
Right now we are at the gate of the FCT minister Wike. The gate is totally locked up in FCT, so truly it's entirely a different dimension. Abuja is indeed, it's not Port Harcourt, it's not the rivers. I must obey.
Honorable Minister, I commend your efforts so far, your boldness, but I also think that your priorities are not people-friendly. Number one, and also certain things. I was on the board of Abuja Investment, of which Abuja Mass Transit is a subsidiary. Those buses, we have done them before, and within a few years, by the time your tenure finishes, all those buses will be dead. In the last 6 years, it was worked on to concession Abuja Mass Transit. Back and forth, FCDA board sat on it. I don't remember the name of the company. They created a committee that recommended to the board to concession those buses. And those people, from what we gather, were going to put smart buses, and they were going to be using CNG. Now, I think that 3 billion could be better used some other way than putting them back in reviving those. And truthfully, we assessed those buses and we were told just a fraction of them can actually be repaired. So you would actually need to buy fresh buses, which it doesn't make sense to do, to buy petrol buses or diesel buses at this point in time. That's one of my observations. Now, the other one, I want to go to the construction of the Millennium and Cultural Center. Sir, I understand that it's a laudable project if we had the money, but I think that right now, where we are in this country in terms of where the people are, they need more intervention. When these projects are seen being built, it just does not sit well with them because they don't benefit from it. They just see it as things we, the elites, do for our own aggrandizement or satisfaction or whatever. I really feel the budget, finishing all those other roads, I commend you, but those two projects, the cultural center and rehabilitation of the buses, I would like you to do a rethink on them.
Thank you. What is their own priority?
Security, yes.
Government determines what's priority. We did not award this job. We cannot allow projects awarded by government to be abandoned. That's a waste of funds itself. You mean we started the project, spent about 40 billion, and then we'll abandon the project? That is not a priority. Cultural center for tourism, for even our own children to go and see. Most of us will travel overseas and go to the museum, cultural center, oh, look at how this is, look at what this is. I think that is a priority for this country. It is a priority. And it's a revenue source for the country. It's a revenue source for the country. I do not, with all due respect, I do not agree that this is not a priority. If we can spend, if we go and spend 40 billion naira starting a project, then midway we'll come back to abandon that is not a priority. That is not correct. It's not only rich people that will go and visit those areas. It's not correct. You take school children to go and see the area. Some of them want to tell their parents, we want to go there and see this and look at this. And anything that will create money for government cannot be something that is not a priority. Two, you talk about buses. I want to also inform. See, government has a responsibility. If you want us first to say concession, people ask, yes, you can do concession, or you can allow PPP, have an arrangement of PPP. But before that, what have you done? The mere fact that the administration that you failed yesterday does not mean that this one we are in charge will fail. I have that capacity that it will work. If another person comes, doesn't work, it's the person's business. While I was there, it worked. What you're talking about, Abuja investment, do you know the amount of litigation we have on all those concessions and the rest of it? Fine. It is not an easy thing. We are going to arrangement with PPP. But before that arrangement is put in place, government must also do something. At least to reduce the level of suffering. If we bring those buses and they apply to Gwawalada, who are the people living in Gwawalada, It's not the masses. I don't like being theoretical. I want to be practical. So everything cannot be done just this supplementary budget to achieve something by May 29. Watch our 2024 budget. Look at the funding in education. Look at the funding in health and security. Then you need to know, really, we are thinking about the people. But what can we achieve now is what we are talking about. From now to social time, what we want to achieve. That's what we came from.
Because that was not what you presented to the people. The Constitution is very clear. It's not even an issue of recall. You have to vacate your seats. You have to vacate your seats. That's the Constitution. And I think all of us, men of goodwill, must come together and make sure this is enforced. All of us. I'll be in the forefront of the people to enforce this. I'm not a member of PDP, I'm not a member of APC. I'm friend of Bola Tinubu, but that does not mean that when something is wrong, I will not come out to say it is wrong. Rivers people said they did not want APC. I supported APC in the governorship. And the decision of the Rivers State people, the decision of Rivers State electorate should be respected. The decision of the electorate of Rivers State, you cannot joke with us. These laws, the mandate we gave to these 27 people in the House of Assembly was that they were on the platform according to the results that were announced. They were on the platform of PDP and they were elected, and that's why the people, the choice of the people of Rivers State according to the result elected and the certificate of returns is that these people are on the platform of PDP, and Rivers State people preferred them on the platform of PDP and elected them. If they had the courage to say we don't want PDP again for whatever reason and they are going to the APC, then they should also have the courage to leave the seat. If they don't leave, vacate this seat, Rivers State people have every right to reclaim the mandate we are giving to them. Rivers State people have the right to reclaim the mandate given to them. And we are going to do it. We are not going to hide. I am not going to hide. And I also want to say that the president called the minister for FCT and the governor of Rivers State to Abuja and told them to maintain the status quo. To maintain the status quo. And what's happening? Why is the status quo no longer maintained and respected? Why is the status quo no longer maintained and respected? Why is the Minister for Federal Capital Territory, Wike, overreaching, overstepping this agreement? Why is he doing that? Why is it that President Bola Tinubu, my friend, cannot reel him in? Cannot bring this man in and tell him, I told you people to maintain the status quo. Why are you overreaching yourself? President Bola Tinubu, there are a lot of things involved in this Rivers State matter. And as a friend, I am advising you, if you are not careful, Rivers State will become your albatross, like the ancient mariner. You are going to carry it on your neck. Do you know why? Rivers State have the largest number of Ijaw people. And apart from the Fulanis and the Yorubas to a certain extent, Rivers State people the Ijaw people in Rivers State are found everywhere. They are in Gabon in large number, Equatorial Guinea, Cameroon, Sierra Leone, Liberia. They are all on the coast. And the Ijaw people act like one people. You have seen them in Ondo State. You have seen them in Edo State. You have seen them in Delta. They act as one people. They are like the immigrant Fulanis coming from everywhere. When one Ijaw man is hot, Ijaw people, it is very easy to rally Ijaw people. They are one of the easiest people to rally around to come. You only need to say, Izon Kimemia, Emie. Asawana wana, and they will come. The ethnic card is already in this game. Ijaw sentiment. You saw Ijaw people in Ondo State. You, as governor, you even saw them in Lagos State. For the sake of one man, you are looking for money to implement your programs for this government to succeed. But for a few people, you are ready to throw this away. Why will any reasonable person decide to provoke Ijaw people? Any reasonable person? Are there no advisors? Are they telling you, like Nehru was sitting while Rome burned? He was drinking and celebrating while Rome burned. I might have differences with sin, but I know his own people. I know them. And I'm telling you, when LAMENT came to make peace with you in Lagos, after they cried, I know Ijaw people. They don't relent. Can you afford that? Because they will come like a tsunami. They don't need anybody. They don't need SIM to give them money. They don't need SIM. Nobody mobilize them with money in Lagos, in Ondo, in Edo, and in Delta. Nobody. The environment provide them with the money and the resources to carry out the activities without blinking their eyes. You don't want to hear this naked truth. Okay, don't hear it. Don't hear it. Ijaw people are already angry that this is the worst government. This government is against Ijaw people, and you want to add fire to petrol? You want to add petrol to fire? And when we were voting, when we were campaigning for you, a lot of Ijaw people called me, President, you don't know Tinubu. You know everything about Tinubu. Tinubu is your friend. We hope it's not going to look the other way. And I assured everybody, I say, if Tinubu fails, hold me responsible. And today, the people are asking me, are you still on that if Tinubu fails, hold me responsible? Rivers State is a litmus test. if there is going to be any fire, it will start in Rivers State. I cannot stop them. I, as an individual, I cannot stop them. I cannot even stand on their way because they will shove me aside. Let me tell you, nobody, if anybody is giving you assurance that he can stand in the gap between you and the job people, when the job people feel that your government is against them, then that person is your worst enemy, because the job people will crush him. Whoever he is, whether it's an Ijaw man or not, the job people will crush him. The earlier you call your minister and the governor to Abuja again to maintain the status quo, the better it will be. The better it will be. I am saying it. I have everything to lose. But if I don't advise you, I stake my life, I stake everything. I stake my businesses, my source of livelihood for you to become president. And if I am unable to tell you the truth, if you are in your government, I have to stake everything for telling you the truth. I have started doing it now. I am staking everything to tell you the truth. It is left for you to hear, but the result you will see. The job people feel insulted. They produce over 80% of the resources in Nigeria. And 100% of the resources in Nigeria, the oil and gas, pass through their territory for export to all the terminals. All pipeline pass through Ijaw land. And you look at them, you look at the job people, and you give us one third-class minister. It has never happened. From Gowon to now, it has never happened. And all of us, some of us have tried as much as we can to see that this thing is changed. No. Every day you remove Ijaw people from the position. Ijaw people consider Buhari government as the worst in the history of the Ijaw nation. But even the people Buhari appointed and left, you are removing them.
Thank you for staying connected, my great and wonderful viewers. You can hear what Asari DOKUNBO said in this video. You see, Asari DOKUNBO is very useless to the extent that this man during the election, he suppressed a lot of voters in Rivers State just because he wants Tinubu to be there. He was thinking that if Tinubu should get there, that he will have direct access to the presidential power. He will have everything just for his own selfish interest. He was thinking that he will be mafiaing Nigerian money and not side with Bola and Tinubu. But when Tinubu got there, Tinubu shanked him. Tinubu did not do as if he know him. When Tinubu got there, he was parading himself all around Abuja territory just for Tinubu to give him more notice and all of that. But Tinubu did not do as if he know this guy. After he said he spent a lot of money to ensure that Tinubu get there, you can hear everything he said in this video. This guy, when people were complaining back then that the regime of Tinubu is very worse and all of that, when people were protesting up and down in the region of Abuja and all of that, that they saying that they are not okay with the economic crisis, they are not okay with the government of Tinubu, this guy mobilized his own soldiers because he had his own personal soldiers in Ijaw there. This guy mobilized his own soldiers to begin to attack protesters in Abuja. They began to speak for Tinubu even when Tinubu wasn't saying anything there. This guy mobilized his own personal soldiers to begin to attack a lot of protesters in Abuja region just because he's saying that he's in for Tinubu 100%. Just because he's saying that he wants the government of Tinubu by force, by fire. Now you can see what exactly to him now. He's now coming out online now lamenting that Tinubu did not appoint a lot of Ijaw people, and that is what is expected for Tinubu. Nothing will happen. You can see the kind of threat that is threatening Tinubu. You are threatening someone that is in power. Now he's saying that the worst will happen, that Ijaw people will start war and all of that. You can see what this guy is saying. Nobody is pulling their support for him at the moment. Everybody is leaving him to do his worst, because with everything that this guy did against Labour Party voters in Rivers State and all of that, everybody is looking at him now. He should do his worst to Tinubu. Now we know that their aim is to cut the pipeline and all of that, but they will see what will happen to them. Asari DOKUNBO will see show. He will see everything, because he called for this and is already saying this. Yes, he said they can't vote for Peter Obi and all of that, and we are not saying that you should vote for Peter Obi. You have the right to vote for anybody, but it is not your fundamental human right to intimidate voters in course of the election just because they want to vote for someone of their own choice and all of that. You can see what this man did, and you can see what he did after the election. I was parading his own soldier all around Abuja, campaigning and talking for Tinubu and all of that, but the game have finally come back to him. They are now attacking themselves now. Now they lock Wike out of office. They lock Wike out of office. They say that Wike should not enter office again. NUC and TUC, they lock Wike out of office. They said they never want Wike to enter the FCT office again, just because this guy have committed a lot of atrocities. This guy have done a lot in Abuja territory. He have turned a lot of people to people that do not have house again. This guy is not having a single sympathy for the common man. He will never think for the common man. All his opinions and all his doings is just to ensure that he suppress people in this country. Wike is doing everything possible to make sure that people live a miserable life in Abuja territory there, and even in Rivers State. You can see the fight between Wike and FUBARA, the godfatherism fight. Wike wants to have the total charge of Rivers State and FCT to himself, but FUBARA is not giving him the chance, and Wike is doing everything possible to impeach this guy. You can hear what Asari DOKUNBO said. They said if Wike should impeach FUBARA, if Wike should do everything possible to impeach FUBARA, that there will be war in Rivers State and all of that, because FUBARA is from Ijaw and Asari DOKUNBO is from Ijaw too. Now the war is ongoing there. Now that's when Wike demonizes a lot of people's house in Abuja. If you want to pass a directive, there's a way you pass your order. There's a way you perform your work just to please your president. There's a way you do your work as minister just to ensure that everywhere is okay in Abuja and it will not affect the people. Now everybody is protesting that Wike must leave, Wike must leave. And this same Wike, when he saw that people were protesting and complaining about him, he derived joy in the pain of the people. That was where we see him dancing in Chief of Staff office. Wike was dancing, rejoicing, and seeing all manners of rubbish from his man, that if they like the protest from nothing tomorrow, that we keep doing what he's doing, that we keep turning them to people that do not have house, that we keep turning them to people that cannot eat on their own, people that will not have 2 square meals. Wike find joy in doing all these things, and it's even mafiaing Nigerian money. We don't know, maybe Shettima complained to Wike that he's not having house in the FCT, and they nearly gave Shettima some billions of naira to refurbish and renovate his house in the FCT and all of that. Nigerian complain about the money, that the money is too much, because Tinubu mafia the money to them, and he mafia some to his wife, he mafia some to the senators, and he mafia some to himself, where he buy presidential yachts and all of that. So we have not known what he want to use the yacht to do till now, but he bought it. Now a lot of things is happening. It is that same Shettima that they gave billions of naira to renovate his house, that Wike now came out that he wants to use 15 billion naira to build a new house for Shettima. And he didn't stop there. He said he wants to use some billions of naira to build a cultural center, like a museum in FCT and all of that, when people are dying of hunger every day. Wike is not having human sympathy. Wike is not having human feeling. You can see where King Igbe was challenging him that all his priorities are not human friendly. He's not friendly to the common man. The common man is not beneficial. They are not beneficial from the works of Wike. They are not beneficial from the priorities of Wike and what Wike is tending to do. You can see the way Wike tried to defend himself and all of that. This thing is not defendable. You want to build a cultural center that even the common man cannot even go there, and people are dying of hunger, and you want to use 72 billion naira plus to complete all this project. This is not done. They lock Wike out of office. They said it is until Tinubu sack Wike, that is when they will leave the front of Wike office. They say it is until Wike is out of FCT, that is when they will have peace. It is until Tinubu remove Wike and put another person there as the minister of FCT, that is when they're going to leave there. So you can see what is happening. Just drop your opinion in the comment section of this video. Feel free, say your mind, drop your opinion, as I'm going to get another thing there for you. And sure, follow me on my social media handles on Facebook at LAJUPOG TV and LAJUPOG Entertainment, and on Instagram at LAJUPOG. Guess what, guys? See you in my next video. Bye.
I see the hot for my body, I say make I yarn you. Religious gossip plenty day for body. Pastor where they lie on top, be pastor. For LAJUPOG watch TV. Pastor where they back, where politicians where they do pass himself. All the while you waiting for church. All as LAJUPOG watch TV.